Shalom everybody. In today's video, we will be discussing the hierarchy, the chambers, and the grades of the Sitra Achra. So with that being said, let us begin. Let us enter into the secrets of the Sitra Achra, or the other side. Initially, I was going to do only a general overview on the matter, discussing mainly the secrets of the Tree of Death. The Tree of Death is rooted in the word atmos, which essentially means the essence. It is formed of two words, eitz, meaning tree, and maves, meaning death. I decided, however, to do an unfiltered and unredacted overview of the levels and the grades of the Sitra Achra for the first time ever revealed in such unadulterated fashion. Here before us is the Tree of Death, and we find the word atmos. We find that the general names of the klipot correspond to all the spheros except for da'as, for da'as does not exist on the side of holiness. We find that Keter here is Tomael, and then Ogael, and Satariel, etc. We see here on the left side a complete list of the 70 names of the Sitra Achra. Let us understand their origin and roots and get to the much deeper level regarding them. In addition, here is a manuscript revealing the 70 names as they are related to the 10 primary names. We find mentioning of our first entity, Tomael, meaning the twin of God. We find it mentioned here. If we see in Keter the word Tomael, we will notice that there are here 60 names made out of 10 primary names, as I had mentioned. That is because if you take the 10 primary names of the klipot, beginning with Tomael, you will find that there are exactly 60 letters in all of their names. And every single letter is the name of a demonic entity underneath it. The Tav here beginning with Tanael, from the word Tanin, or dragon. And so on the outside here, we will find at the head of the dragon the words Tomael. And underneath every single letter is the respective entity that corresponds to every letter. Tav here being Tanael, representing the dragon. And underneath it is its respective seal. And so we find Tomael. And the second is Ogiel, which comes from Og. And we find beneath it also an entity for every single letter. And this corresponds for 60 different names and 60 different seals of the klipothic hierarchy of the Sitra Achra. 60 is the numerical value of the letter Samek, the first letter of the name Samael. The next grade corresponds to the 22 letters, and just as there are 22 letters in the Lashon HaKodesh, an example, the Holy Tongue, there are also 22 letters corresponding to the other side. And this is the secret of the verse. He created the one as well as the other. And corresponding to every single one of the 22 Hebrew letters for creation, there are 22 anti-letters of creation, with 22 entities of the other side. Here, each one corresponding to each letter. And here are the major and minor seals. Beneath this are the 11 names of the klipot. There are 11 goat skins, as well as many other secrets corresponding to the grade of 11, which corresponds to the 11 klipot of the Sitra Achra, shown here. We see the beginning with Samael, as we saw above. Beneath, we find an 11-headed snake. I will not mention the name of this 11-headed snake. However, when we continue, we will find within inside of that is another 7-headed serpent. This 7-headed serpent are named after the 7 levels of the other side. This can be found inside of the Zohar, in a section called Pikudei, the portion, the 7 grades of the Sita Achra, or the other side. However, here has been provided seals associated with every one of those levels of Gehinnom, or hell. And in the midst of it is the tree of death, corresponding with seals that represent all of the klipot being mentioned inside the atmos, or essence, or the 8 maves, the tree of death. And regarding this, it is written in Job, "Have the gates of death, or the gates of the shadow of death, been opened to you?" And this is Job chapter 38, verse 17. Now, I will not name this dragon that surrounds, nor this 11-headed dragon, nor this 7-headed snake, as these matters are very touchy and esoteric. But I have given an overview on the levels of the Sita Achra and how they originate, and how these names, being 60 letters formed from the 10 names of the klipot, correspond to the letter Samek of Samael, being 60 in number, plus their additional 10 create 70. Just as there are 70 names of God, there are 70 names to the aspects of the other side, mainly dealing with anti-creation. And due to the very sensitive nature of the subject, I will conclude the video here, but perhaps in the future, I will do other videos explaining the much deeper aspects of the other side. So as David HaMelech said, "Open my eyes, that I may behold the wonders of your Torah." Shalom and Selah.